Go ahead and get the haters out. Y'all go ahead and come on. I'm doing a breakdown of every single Big 12 school schedule, what I predict the record will be. And I figured get Colorado out the way now because no matter what I say, unless I say they're going undefeated, somebody's going to say I'm riding the Kool-Aid train. So let's get them out the way. And this is going to be very simple. I'm not going to go deep into it because honestly, unless you're coaching, you don't really have all the answers. So, start on North Dakota State. Tougher game than you would think. If you're not an FCS player or FCS fan, you may not understand how tough this game is going to be. This is a game they better win. Not they should win, but they better win. Because I do predict a lot of, let's say, tough games coming up. So if I give them this win, probably by 7 to 10 points at the max. The next two, I'm taking that win back. Nebraska only lost last year because the quarterback was inept. Defense was there. QB was just like he had money on the game. You know what I mean? Colorado State, both of their players are back. They were all freshmen and sophomores last year. So now they're a little more seasoned. And it's a rivalry game on the road. This will be the first time, well, these two games will be the first time Coach Sanders actually has to coach. Because, hear me out, while at Jackson, it was just out talent. He had more talent. They literally lined up and blitzed everybody on defense. Zero coverage, zero help on the safeties. Can you beat our line, beat our corners? Basically what it was. Now with Nebraska actually solving the quarterback problem, we're going to see how the defense responds. And last year, with them doubling up on sacks from the year before, yeah. The year they went 1-11, they had 24 sacks given up. Last year was 54. So you do the math on that. If you project, I don't think they're going to give up 100 sacks this year. But if they have anywhere close to 45 sacks given up this year, or like they were last year, it'll be a tough season. And we can't depend on Coach Prime for accurate answers because he's a salesman. His job is to sell the school. He's not going to come out and say, man, we look bad. We look horrible. What idiot would say that? Common sense, hype your kids up, talk trash to them behind the cameras. So for that reason, I think they're losing those two games on the road at Nebraska and Colorado State. But everybody's pointing to the Baylor game, seeing how bad Baylor was. People fail to remember the reason why those numbers on the football field are so spread out now, because Baylor's offense, if you haven't seen it before, will throw you for a loop. They spread you out. If there's going to be any kind of zone, your linebacker got a lot of places to run. Any kind of blitz that's going to come up the middle, you're going to see. It's basically going to make you play the zero coverage. Good luck putting your linebackers who run a 4-5 on their third receiver who runs a 4-2. That's how Baylor runs their offense. So is defense-wise, we're not going to say go there, but that's going to be a shootout. I think whoever has the ball last in that game will win that game. I know it's Colorado's homecoming, but first time playing a Big 12 team, all the pressure is going to be on Baylor. The reason why I say that is because I remember the game they played last year versus UCF. UCF was dominating till the fourth quarter. Baylor came back and won the game at UCF. Speaking of which, they got to go to Florida. And yeah, Coach Prime is, as a college coach, is undefeated. Well, yeah, undefeated in Florida. Give him credit for that. But UCF is a different thing. You can walk out the backyard in Florida and find somebody who runs a 4.3. You can throw a football and find a 3-star in Florida. But UCF actually develops them. That's their history. That's their MO. Get them 3-stars who think they're 5-stars. Get them on campus and develop them. So you have that off year, that first year. You have the second year where they start to get better. Third year when they dominate. Last year was year number 1. So this year it should be getting better. Depending on how Shedeur sees that zone coverage. Because he won't get time. That whole thing of holding the ball for 45 seconds, waiting on somebody to get open, won't happen in Florida. He has to throw the ball quick. I say they have a chance to win this game. They're going to win either the Baylor game or the UCF game. One of the two. Because after that, they're not going to beat K-State. It's not going to happen. I'm not even going to question that. They're not beating Arizona. I'm not going to question that. They'll beat Cincinnati. They're not beating Tech. I'm going to be at that game. You got a problem with me saying Tech's going to win? Meet me in the stands. Utah? Nah. Kansas? Nah. Oklahoma State was in the Big 12 title game last year. Nah. So honestly, looking at their schedule, prove me wrong. Do what you got to do. I see them, they have to beat North Dakota State. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. They have to beat them. Either Baylor or UCF. I'm leaning more towards UCF, but UCF does choke in the fourth quarters. In Cincy. There you go. I give you 3 wins for the year. Nebraska and Colorado State are not going to fold over. You are not beating K-State. You're not beating Arizona. You're not beating Tech and Lubbock. I'm sorry, man. Ask Vince Young. Ask Colt McCoy. Ask any Longhorn team about playing in Lubbock. You're not better than them. Sorry. Utah, yeah, this ain't happening, man. Utah has a team that's built to beat your ass. Like physically, mentally, and socially, beat your ass. Kansas, end of the year, is always going to get better. Oklahoma State, end of the year, is always going to get better. So that's your option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 and 9. Well, 3 and 9. Yeah, 3 and 9. Hope you enjoyed it. Welcome to the Big 12.